A picturesque circus at sunset. All appears normal. We pan out and we see a clown looking out over the circus. Devious thoughts cross through his head as he disappears into the bushes. Two men ride a tandem bike through the woods away from the circus. The bike breaks in half and the men go flying. What happens after? We will see. Welcome to Mysteries in the Machine.
Hey yo, meddling kids! I'm Charlie.
And I'm Ethan.
And the back of the mystery machine is opening. We have a guest on the podcast. Someone is coming inside and joining us. Who might this be? Who's here?
It's Ray! Yay! I'm here.
Hello.
Ready to solve mysteries.
You ready?
Wonderful.
You sure? I'm so glad.
Always.
Ray, why don't you tell us a little bit about you, your pronouns, and how you got into Scooby-Doo? What's your Scooby history?
Well, my name is Ray, and I use they, them pronouns. I got into Scooby-Doo as a child, as many do. Grandpa had a recording of 2 Scooby-Doo episodes that I watched over and over and over again. This is one of them. So it was as watching it again, it was very yes, I remember every single second of this. And I love a good mystery. Mystery visual novels are my favorite video game genre, so Scooby-Doo is a good show and shows.
What? You like mystery visual novels or, video games? What's
I sure
this?
do.
I never would have guessed. Ace Attorney who?
Ace Attorney is very good. This is your sign to play Ace Attorney.
Listen,
do all of those things.
I
listen to the drama CDs, watch the anime, and play the games.
I've actually never played a game of Ace Attorney in my life.
Ethan, this is
offensive.
Your call to action. This is actually a intervention so that you can have this in your life. Consume Ace Attorney as a media.
Okay, well, Charlie, I know how much you like it, and now I know that someone else in your life likes it.
I got into it because of this one. No, they're the reason.
Yeah, I've been playing Ace Attorney since I was probably single digits in age. And I've been playing it ever since, over and over and over again. And one day I finally convinced Charlie to get Ace Attorney, and it's been great ever since.
You ever wanted to play as a lawyer?
You ever wanted to be a lawyer in a video game?
Actually, what's funny is my mom considered going to law school before she became a teacher. So, and she was captain of the debate club at her high school. So, the genetics are there for me to want to be a lawyer. So,
there you go.
Well, I mean, you don't have to worry about that anyway, because the lawyers in Ace Attorney are not lawyers. They're just they're detectives.
They're just detectives.
Okay.
I mean,
you do in fact
in court.
Yeah, you do in fact go to court and do all that stuff, but it's mostly detective work.
Huh.
It's fine.
You're defending your client, but the way you defend your client is by solving who actually did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
so
fun.
It's less of a defend your position and more of who done it.
Yeah, find out who done it.
Yeah.
Although
I will say it is often very, very obvious who did it, and Ace Attorney is more about how could you possibly have pulled this off and made it look so clearly like my client did it instead. Yeah.
That's fair.
They had limited numbers of sprites in the, first few games, so they could only have so many characters.
That's fair.
I think the best character though in the first one with the limited sprites is the what is he, the hotel guy, who just
bellhop?
Yeah, who just has the thing in his hand while he's in court.
Tray of all the drinks and stuff, and he's just holding it in court, and they're like, "Do you want to put that down?" And he's like, "No, I'm keeping it." And that was because they had a limited number of sprites, and that like kind of jump-started Ace Attorney goofy characters.
Anyway, these fandoms, they're both goofy, silly detective stuff. There you go. We love it. And also there's circuses.
Yes. There are
I don't know
also
about circuses and Ace Attorneys, so y'all are the experts on that one.
There are in fact 3 clowns, and 2 of them are killers? It's fine.
Wow, what a spoiler.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's not like Ethan's gonna remember any of this anyway.
No, I won't. God, John Wayne Gacy, what a guy, huh? Y'all don't know who that is, do you?
I'm very confused. No. What's happening?
He was a serial killer who was a clown.
Oh.
Okay. That's alright, cool. Don't make me scared.
I'm sorry, Charlie. He's dead, so like you don't need to worry about him anymore.
That's true. Yeah. Well, let's talk about some Scooby-Doo maybe? We could.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't know. It's scary, creepy clown.
Yes.
And then our lovely couple here.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so gay.
They are.
We watched this episode together, and we were just like, they're in love. Okay.
No, that's the vibe I got watching this a little bit ago.
They have a special bicycle for the 2 of them to ride. Right. And they left the circus together.
Yeah, these are definitely 2 people who are a couple.
You know what? The reason they're in the circus is because the circus accepted them and they're being a couple.
Yeah.
You know?
Here for that.
They ran away to the circus to be gay.
Of course.
That's what you do.
That is indeed what you do.
Well, they're getting the fuck out of Dodge, and it doesn't go well. That bicycle is not very well balanced anyway.
Yeah, it's very back heavy.
Yeah. I did like how the big guy kept holding on to the handlebars that were unattached the whole time.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't just throw them down. Yeah.
For the bit.
Yeah, these people are actors. They commit to the bit.
Exactly. So our little man is like thrown into a tree, and Scooby saves the day.
Yep.
He sure does.
Go Scooby.
And they're so nice to Scooby afterwards. Like very, very heavy praise. It's nice. Good.
Well,
good
Scooby kind of acts out of character with this and saving the little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, he's normally very danger averse. He's like,
he took the initiative this time.
You know, sometimes Scooby will do that. If there's not, like, a scary person involved, he will do a daring stunt, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think the episode with the gorilla was more out of character for Scooby.
I would agree with that.
He just like ran towards the scary monster to save the damsel in distress, and we're just like, what? Who is this?
Yeah.
Who is the dog? He's been replaced.
Scooby Dooby Doo, who are you? Anyway.
Roll credits.
Well, we meet these 2 guys. We have Samson the Strongman and Max the Midget is what they're calling him.
That is what he calls himself.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he calls himself, but it's what the writers of Scooby-Doo are calling this small man.
Yes.
It's
his stage name.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, I understand that, like, it is accurate to how circuses have operated, but it's also like, what about being short is exceptional? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about circuses is, like, yes, they can be, like, a place to show off, like, how diverse people can be, but they can also be very exploitative.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. I've only been to one circus in my entire life, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Do they even do circuses anymore? Really?
Not really. Because the biggest one, Barnum and Bailey, they shut down 5 years ago? 5 or 6 years ago?
No idea, man.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of aspects of circuses, like, you know, the freak show, and then also just, like, the animals, like, that's not really a thing you can do anymore either.
Right. Yeah, they went out of business on May 21st, 2017. So I was in high school at that time. That was fine with me.
Yeah,
I think I went to a circus once when I was very, very small, so that I don't fully remember it.
I think I was like 10 or 11 when I went to this particular circus.
I want to say my grandparents took me to like Cirque du Soleil or something. I don't know.
That's a little different.
Yeah, but like it still qualifies as a circus. It's just more the modern take on it rather than like
it's a lot more like human, like
humans doing fun
artists.
Stunts and such.
And yes,
it's like actually performance rather than exploitation. So
whereas like, look at this strange person. Ooh.
Yeah, this is not going to be the last circus episode of Scooby-Doo either. One of the other ones that I can remember is the one where it's Dick Van Dyke owns a circus.
What series is that in?
The new Scooby-Doo movies.
That's right. Their whole thing's crossovers. I forgot about that.
Their whole thing is just like celebrities or like famous fictional characters.
Right, because I was saying there's 2 Batman crossovers in that series, is there not?
Yes, 2 Batman, at least 2 Three Stooge crossovers. Yeah,
love that.
Harlem Globetrotters as well.
Okay,
it's a lot of fun things.
Yep. So Max and Samson introduce themselves, and they talk about how they're like why leaving the circus, and they're like, the bike we're gonna have, we need to get out of here. And they say, hey, if I were you, I'd get the hell out.
Yep, just don't go towards the circus. Don't do it. What do?
What do they do? They go directly to the circus.
And this is how we know every single person in this iteration of Scooby-Doo is white, because they investigate the scary shit instead of going the opposite direction.
I was gonna say that they would also all die in a horror movie.
Yes.
But thankfully, that's not their
except for
genre,
Daphne.
so.
Daphne would be the final girl, and I think we all know that.
Yeah.
Would she, though?
I think she would.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion.
I feel like
think something else.
Scooby is the final dog. I think that's how the movie ends.
Okay.
That Scooby makes it out, everyone else dies.
That's true. People do tend to get more upset when animals die in movies than when people die.
Scooby just runs away, and then that's it. That's the end of the movie.
Yep.
All right, so we go to the big top. And then there's the ringmaster.
Ringleader.
That's what he's called, right? Ringleader?
One of those 2 works.
What are these words? His name is Barnstorm?
Barnstorm, yeah.
I did in fact have to look up. It was just like, is that like a circus word, actually, or something?
I don't think it's exclusively a circus word.
It's like, according to Wikipedia, a form of entertainment in which stunt pilots perform tricks individually or in groups that were called flying circuses. So it's technically planes, but there's also like something to do with circuses here. I don't know. There's also a ride in Disney that is called the Barnstormer, and it is right next to a circus-themed area. It is like, in fact, part of a circus-themed area. So my brain is just like,
that's how you really
is this
know.
Related? Is this
yes,
related?
That's how Charlie knows what this means.
It is. It is how Charlie knew things. I was just like, that word, isn't that related to circuses? Is that what's going on here? Anyway.
Are the like cars on the ride, do they look like planes? Or like...
No, it looks like a train. That's why I'm so confused. But it's the Barnstormer. It's like a goofy ride or something. I don't know, man. Are you looking it up?
I am. I was looking up the word barnstorm. So it has several meanings. Well, one of them is what you mentioned. It's also to travel to rural areas, usually for theatrical performances. To travel to place, making brief stops, such as a political campaign or promotional tour. Pilot, like you mentioned. And it's also a band, a restaurant, and a wedding band.
Wow, that's a word with many meanings.
Indeed it is. More than I thought was possible. But I think it's him being named Barnstorm refers to one of the first 2 definitions.
Probably.
That I'm seeing.
Yeah, so there's a ghost clown. Guys, he's telling us about the ghost clown. I just think it's funny whenever they're like, ooh, it's a ghost. But like, guys, that's just a man.
It's literally just a normal clown. Like, what about him
just a dude.
Makes you think he's a ghost? Like...
I don't know.
I don't know, man. They're just like, it's a ghost clown, I guess.
I guess ghost clown sounds scarier than clown.
Hey, either way, it's scary to me. So,
do we need to talk about the clown trauma?
You'd think, having watched this like episode so many times as a child, that I would have been scarred and afraid of clowns. But no, I think I'm like the only person I know who's normal about clowns.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clowns are meant to be feared.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like the way they do their makeup is very scary to me. Like it's the face
Just look at the
that's
Joker.
the scariest part of a clown. Exactly. Like
Joker's
the completely
terrifying.
pale white face, the giant red lips. Like it's scary.
It is.
I know not all
It really is.
I know not all clowns do that, but like it's definitely the most popular clown, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
That's the iconic look.
Yes.
So my fear of clowns, in fact, comes from the 90s TV movie It. The Tim Curry.
Tim Curry?
one. Yes.
Wow. Okay, I get it.
I was forced to watch this movie on a bus ride to Canada where everyone was supposed to only bring PG movies for this like 7th and 8th graders trip. And someone brought
Mhm.
this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, it's rated PG." And the teachers were like, "Okay, bruh, that was TV 14. It was also made in the 90s, so
Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark is rated PG. People's faces get melted off. It means nothing.
exactly, it means nothing. Screen like the movies or what it's about first." Maybe. So yeah, I was like trying not to pay attention because I was like, this is a scary movie. I don't want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean I didn't like look up once in a while and see a terrifying clown doing things, and I was like, I want to look away, but this is horrifying. What the fuck?
Car crash
Anyway.
mentality.
Yeah. The way that he like would come up out of the sewers and the showers, I was afraid to go to the bathroom for a little bit
Oh,
I believe
no.
it.
and like to shower alone. I was just like, I don't want to be in this vicinity by myself, but I have to. So, fun times. Hate
Poor
it.
Tim Curry. Tim Curry ruined Charlie going to the bathroom and showering alone
In Canada.
in Canada. Oh man. And he plays one of the great trans icons.
He does.
Yes, that's a thing.
Yeah. Maybe we can do a bonus episode about Rocky Horror Picture Show, but
Why?
Why
because
not?
I like that movie. And it's like, I think it's something that Mystery Incorporated would investigate, potentially, if it happened in the show.
I want to see that Scooby-Doo episode.
Your leaps in logic here.
Listen, a couple goes missing at a man's, like, big mansion in the woods, and he turns out to be an alien. That's a Scooby-Doo plot.
Sure.
No,
if
I
you
think
say
you're
so.
correct, actually. It's
Thank you.
like, I think that would be a great Scooby-Doo. Maybe like a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Charlie's not sold on it. That's okay.
It would
Charlie's
be kind
like,
of like Scooby Natural, you know? Like, just
Oh my
a
God.
little bit off center of Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
Right here's the reason why I watched that episode of Supernatural. Only Supernatural
I
episode
believe
I've
that.
watched in its entirety.
You can thank
Okay,
me.
let's talk about this episode because this is it. This is what we're here for. We just like left Scooby at the circus.
How did they not notice?
Okay, here's the deal. People get left behind on car trips more frequently than you might realize. When I was a teenager, I was in Boy Scouts, right? And every year we would go down to Boy Scout camp, which is like a 3-hour drive. On one of the drives home, we stopped at a gas station to fill up and go pee and all that stuff. One of my friends got left behind. His dad was the one driving the car to take us all back home. His dad forgot his own son at
Bruh?
this gas station.
I think that's just called bad parenting.
This kid was fucked up in the head, so yeah.
Yeah. So we just like left Scooby by himself. What happens to him? He immediately runs into the ghost clown, and you see this guy is a one-trick pony.
Really is.
It's just the gold coin of like magic and mind fuckery.
It's funny because like they describe like trapeze wires being cut and various other bad things happening, but they never actually get put in real dangerous situations with the gold coin, except for Shaggy. But we'll get to that.
Well, I think Daphne's could also be I think all of them have danger.
Yeah, I mean, what it seems like this guy does is that, I mean, at least for the kids, is he convinces them to do stuff they shouldn't be doing, and then he like
I guess they
fucks up
just
with everything they're doing.
Out before he had before he messed with them and made them fall over or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the kids, he had to do some extra work because they weren't already circus performers.
Right.
So he had to get them onto the dangerous things to then try to murder them? I guess.
Hey, this guy has a bit, and he's committed to it.
Yeah, what? I want to know how many years he's going in for, according to that video, because he's already escaped prison.
I will pull it up right now. Yes, escape from jail. That's the sentence in of itself. So let's see. Where is that? I know I put it out.
We keep referencing this YouTube video that tells you like how many years all these people are going to jail for based on all the crimes they commit in the episode.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so much. Like the child endangerment.
Yeah, I wonder how
I sent it to you and Josh.
Let
me find it.
Is a crime.
Yeah, that I was asking about that while we were watching it. I'm just like, does the hypnotism count for like those things?
Let me see. Okay, so let's see.
Law about that?
He's going away for life plus 6 years.
Why?
Attempted murder of Scooby-Doo, as well as Daphne and Shaggy.
I guess you could mark it that way.
False imprisonment for Shaggy because he locked him with the lion.
Okay.
And then animal abuse of making Scooby do the high wire act and try to make him fall from a great height with balloons.
So I guess the hypnotism does count.
It does.
It's a method by which you can do other bad things.
Yeah, though escaping prison is not mentioned.
I mean, we don't know for sure that he escaped prison. Maybe he got out on like parole.
It's mentioned in the episode that he got out of prison.
Yeah, that they we'll get there. But I'm pretty sure they do say that like he went to prison for whatever. They don't.
They do
mention
say he went to
got
prison,
out.
but like maybe he just served time and he's done now.
Unknown, unclear. I think he's an escaped convict.
I do think that's more. I do think that's more likely, but I'm just saying it's not confirmed.
True, it's not confirmed. It's not canonical.
Yeah.
So Scooby does the high wire.
Does 2 backflips.
Which is something that he apparently is able to do. He just needed to focus, I guess.
Or be hypnotized.
Yeah. Ray and I were talking about this while we were watching it, but there's no net. Like,
no, there's not.
There's
no net whatsoever. That's kind of bad.
I think the Ghost Con probably net.
Yeah.
I would hope that's what happened, and that they just don't. It's not that they just don't have a net.
Yeah,
because that's bad.
Though Velma and Shaggy do find a trampoline.
Yeah, like that they find 2 trampolines though, don't they?
They do. Yeah,
a big one and a small one. Yeah,
circle. Yeah,
yeah, and like that's all they have to catch somebody who falls. That's it. That's all we got. Otherwise, they can just fuck themselves.
Yeah, pretty much. Velma offers Scooby an umbrella.
Yeah, he's got a Mary Poppins.
Of course.
Yep, Mary Poppins or Princess Peach, depending on how you want to look at that.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Exactly. But it subverts the trope of the parachute umbrella because the umbrella folds upwards and Scooby falls in.
I mean, I think that could possibly happen if it's not a great umbrella anyway, and depending on like the weight of the individual.
Well, yeah, as we've established, Great Danes are at least 120 pounds, so like it's possible.
It's possible.
Really? 120 pounds? Because like a golden retriever is like 70 or 80.
That's why I said at least. That's the low end.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, how much bigger is a Great Dane than a golden retriever?
Great Danes are very big dogs. Like, if a Great Dane stood up on its hind legs, it would be at least my height, if not taller. I'm 5'11".
I'm interested now. Yeah, that is interesting. That it's...
And maybe it's just because they're like solid muscle.
Yeah.
Whereas a golden retriever has a lot like of fur in its size.
That is true.
True. Scooby's not as furry.
No, he's not.
So we get Scooby out of the trance. Is this when the clown guy does the thing like from far away and we're just like, what the fuck? How did he get him out of the trance?
Yeah, I mean he's like not that far away, but yeah, he's like not in front.
He's in the room. Yeah,
well, he's on top of the coin.
Yeah,
and it's like Scooby cannot see that. He's like so far away from you. He's facing the other direction. Why are you bothering to wave the coin and say these words?
Maybe it's like once he sees it once, then it's like forever in the future.
Or maybe it's auditorial too.
Must be. If it just feels like some hand wavy magic shit to me.
Probably.
I mean, the whole thing is magic, right? Like the hypnotism, it's just
it's
magic.
True. It is just magic. Yeah. So they do the trampoline thing. One goes up, the other goes up. They just keep swapping, like who's going up and down.
Did y'all not do that on a trampoline with like cousins or friends when you were younger?
I've done that before.
I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You don't go quite as high up as they did in the episode, though.
Well, no. At my grandma and grandpa's house, they used to have a trampoline, and my cousins and I would jump on it all the time, and we would do this on purpose, where we would try to get the other to bounce as high as we possibly could. Or we'd play this game called Crack the Egg, where one of us would curl up in a ball, and the other would try to pick them up by making whoever like release their arms, like make their legs come out. It was probably too dangerous for what we were supposed to be doing at that age, but here we are.
Damn.
I want to make a trans crack your egg joke, but I'm not sure how to phrase it. But just so you know, there's a joke there.
Somewhere.
There's a joke to be made.
I'm not the person to make it.
So Scooby goes flying into the air diagonally at some point, and then he falls back to the ground with a thump in a thing that's just, it has a bunch of balloons in it, so he gets attached to a bunch of balloons.
Yep, and then he goes floating up in the air.
Sure. This is some shenanigans.
This is truly hijinks, shenanigans, and tomfoolery all at the same time.
It
Absolutely. Sure is. And what does the ghost clown do? He's shooting darts.
Just chucking darts. How many darts does this man have?
He's got a lot of them, and he's got perfect aim. Like, he doesn't miss.
Yeah.
He never hits Scooby, thank God.
True.
He always hits specific balloons.
Yeah. That guy must be really good if he and his friends are going out to the bar and playing darts. But people hate playing darts with him.
Yep, absolutely. And then, of course, all the balloons get popped. Scooby falls on the second little tiny trampoline, and he's alive. We saved him.
Thank God.
He's about one.
Yep.
And then we the other two.
Yep. We pick up on Daphne and Fred. They see the ghost clown escaping the crime scene and going into the costume tent, where he just tried to murder Scooby.
Yep. Fred immediately gets damseled by getting locked in a trunk.
The ghost clown just shoves him into this trunk and slams the door.
Yep. And then we get Daphne seeing the coin, and oh no, she's gonna have to also be a circus performer on a unicycle for some reason.
And since she was in the costume tent, she also gets a cool costume.
Yes, we have to do a costume
change. It's just a ballerina outfit with a tiara.
It's cute. She's working it, and then it seems like the gang is just saved Scooby, and then suddenly Daphne goes in on the unicycle. Mm-hmm. That took all of 2 seconds for the ghost clown to run away from the scene and hypnotize her,
right?
And her to change outfits.
The man is very efficient.
Seriously.
Though, I want to bring something up, and it may make this more fucked up than it probably is. Did the ghost clown watch Daphne change clothes?
Oh, Ethan, why are you doing this to me?
Charlie, I am sorry.
It's a creepy old guy, of course he did.
Well, because I know we don't do plugs on this show, but I've been watching Quiet on Set, the documentary about Dan Schneider, Nickelodeon. So that's where my brain went with this.
Oh no.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say it probably happened, and I don't like it. 0 out of 10. No hypnotism. I don't like hypnotism.
No, gross.
Not good. So, Daphne is on this unicycle. She's going every which way. They try to stop her with a net. Doesn't work. And then suddenly, she's going after them because she's just going, and she's not gonna stop.
Yeah, hypnotism gives Daphne super strength somehow.
She is very coordinated. She can't normally ride a bike, so
yeah, according to Shaggy, at least.
According to Shaggy, so Daphne can't ride a bike.
Why can't Daphne ride a bike?
I can't ride a bike.
What?
I was gonna say, I have a friend who can't ride a bike.
Just
never learned how.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to check all the later Scooby-Doo media to see if this is true. If Daphne ever rides a bike.
Well, maybe she learned to after this episode.
Maybe suddenly she knows how to because she was on the unicycle and it's like muscle memory.
I mean, that's how riding a bicycle works in the first place.
Exactly. There you go. So she goes to the animal tent and the elephants, they just like know what to do when somebody comes in on a unicycle, I guess.
They're prepared.
Because
they're always prepared.
They know what's going to happen. They gotta grab onto each other's tails with their trunks, and she just goes along and along and along.
That
has
got to be painful.
Probably.
Those poor elephants.
Also, Scooby can speak elephant.
He tried.
Okay. He's a dog. Remember, we know that Scooby can speak animal as well as human. He's bilingual. I mean, somewhat, at least.
He speaks broken human.
Yeah. So he tries to talk to one of the elephants to be like, hey, can you go squirt some water at her, wake her up, immediately shoots water in Scooby's face. As what happened.
That's the equivalent of somebody blowing their nose on you. Which, like, gross.
I mean, they blow their noses on themselves to wash themselves clean.
That's true, they do. But yeah, Daphne has elephant snot in addition to the water on her, so love that.
Don't worry about it. Eventually, the elephant wakes her up, and she's just like, stop it.
She calls her outfit silly, which is sad.
I mean, I think it works for her, but clearly she doesn't like it.
Yeah. She says it's pink, not purple. Not a fan.
And yet, in a pup named Scooby-Doo, she was wearing pink.
Crazy. I mean, her tights are pink, right?
Let me look.
I can't remember. Are they
scroll
pink?
back
Yeah, they are
bit.
pink. I think. You're right.
Dang it. Scooby's blocking. It's fine.
No, I think you're right. I think they're pink.
Okay. Maybe she just likes pink as an accent color.
Yeah.
She's just like, no.
Doesn't want
ginger.
her whole outfit to be pink.
Can't wear pink.
Yeah.
Don't work. Okay, so we have a trap. It's trapping time, guys. How do you think this is going to work? Do you think it's going to go well?
It's going to go great. I think they're going to succeed, and then the episode is going to be over.
Yep, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Fred traps always work. The first try.
100% of the time.
Absolutely.
So they have this, like, cage crate thing going on. They're gonna lure the clown in, and then whoever is, like, running away from him is gonna run through a secret trapdoor. Honestly, it's very similar to the Charlie the Robot trap that also didn't work, but that was because he just went straight through brick walls. So...
Well, this is not a robot.
This is not a robot, but they also, don't catch a person.
They don't. That's true.
Trap.
They catch a balloon.
Yeah, and then they're like, he disappeared. And it's like, okay, but if he did, like, if they did deflate the balloon would still be there. Did they just not look at the floor? Like,
I guess
that's what
not.
I'm thinking happened.
Yeah, they just looked at, like, the cage to see, and it's like, oh no, there's nothing there. Guys, just look down. Just look down.
Also, Shaggy is a multi-sport athlete, apparently. Not only is he a gymnast, he also runs track.
Of course,
so love that for him. So love that for him.
Different sports seasons, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see how fast he runs away from ghosts?
That's true.
Are you kidding me?
He does a lot of practice.
Of course, he's a track star. Yeah, so we try to...
Wonder if Shaggy's ever been to a state meet for track.
He never actually, like, goes to school, so is he actually, like, in the, like, school sports? As far as we know, unclear, unknown.
Unclear. Well, Fred calls Scooby the fastest runner, which I did just look up. That is correct. Great Danes can run up to 30 miles an hour.
Jesus Christ. All right.
I can't run that fast.
Nope.
Most people can't. The fastest person, like Usain Bolt, his fastest is 27. So...
And it's not... Yeah.
Most people can't run that fast.
Well, Scooby is really cool.
Clearly.
So, so we try to bribe Scooby with a Scooby snack. He ain't gonna do it. Then we get the superhero sandwich in the mix.
Yep.
On occasion, we do get other snacks.
Yes.
It's a big sandwich.
That's why Shaggy wants to do it. That's why Shaggy's like, hey, I run track. I can do this. I want the sandwich. Give me the sandwich. So
she just whips it out from behind her back.
Yeah, she just had that the whole time.
Exactly. I think Daphne, somehow, her clothing, she makes it herself, so it has pockets. And then there's just hammer space in the pockets of her clothes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's how she came out with, like, a pie by a few episodes ago. So
Probably. That's what I would guess. I think that was last episode.
wasn't
it?
Yeah, probably. But so we're just gonna split the sandwich. Scooby and Shaggy are gonna go together, and it'll work out great. Nothing is gonna go wrong here.
Nothing can go wrong. So we get Ghost Clown again trying to hypnotize both of them at the same time.
Yeah, they literally split up.
Yep. They split up, and Shaggy gets hypnotized to go into the lion's cage?
He sure does.
Yeah, with
and the
Simba.
lion named Simba, yeah. Just like the Lion King.
Even though this came out 25 years before the Lion King did.
Well, clearly the Lion King was plagiarizing Scooby-Doo and nothing else.
You're
Obviously.
right. It had nothing to do with Kimba the White Lion either.
No.
Which had nothing to do with Hamlet.
Nope. Not that either. No, it's literally just the word for lion. In which language?
Swahili.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I believe is the native language of Kenya, or one of them.
Yeah, makes sense. So Shaggy is the lion tamer. He's got a chair, he's got a funky hat, and he's whipping the lion.
The other people were very good at their hypnotism tasks, but Shaggy isn't doing a very good job. Like the lion's still growling at him.
Yeah,
it's because
he's very clear in making the lion upset.
Yeah,
the lion is like, I don't know you. Like, get the fuck out of here.
It's like, you're not the guy who's normally in here.
Why are you hitting me? So Scooby takes the whistle that's gonna like release Shaggy from this trance, and like he opens the cage and tries to get Shaggy's attention. Nothing. So he's got to blow the whistle. Shaggy realizes what the fuck is happening, runs away. Where'd Shaggy go?
He's just fast.
He runs track. He's just really, really fast, okay?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we gotta lock it up before Simba gets out.
Yep.
Bye, Simba.
Bye, Simba.
Bye, Simba.
Hope you get back to Pride Rock soon.
Wow, can't believe Simba got caught up in the circus. Poor guy.
It's a shame.
Yeah. I'm glad he got back to Africa eventually.
Alright, so they gotta go out and find the ghost clown again, because they still haven't gotten this trap to work.
Yep. They do get him to chase them, and he flies behind them into one of the cages, these transport animals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And oh no, he's flying, he's there! Ah! And then
he's not.
That's the only time he does something ghost-like.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it. It's the only time you can actually call him a ghost clown.
Yes.
But so we didn't actually get him, but now Shaggy and Scooby have an idea.
They do have an idea.
They know what they're gonna
smart.
do.
Yep.
I feel like they should have held up the mirrors like quicker.
Yeah.
Because they look at the coin and like he's already starting the hypnotic thing, but it's like,
well, I actually think it's like a good point. Like they should have had their eyes closed, but like he had to be starting the process so that like when he was in the middle of it, he got the full force of the hypnotism in the mirror.
Also, how did he not notice them holding up mirrors to him?
Yeah.
I think that's my point. Is like maybe he's like in the middle of the hypnotism, he can't stop. I don't know. I don't know how hypnotism works.
Yeah, I was like so confused by that. I'm like, dude, you could just like stop speaking. Just like stop right now. Why are you still going with it? And you hypnotize yourself to be a chimp.
Yep.
And now they have him on a leash, pulling him along with some bananas that he really wants. And I guess they must have used the whistle or something to get him out of that.
Or a bucket of water.
Theoretically.
Or a bucket of water.
Yeah.
As we know, water cures people of hypnotism.
Yes.
Obviously.
But we caught him. And yeah, he's a bad dude.
He was originally a hypnotist at the circus, but then he stole something. Got sent to prison.
Harry the hypnotist.
Yep.
Harry the hypnotist, yeah.
Every single member of the circus that we've met has alliteration in their name. Love that.
That's
I assume that's on purpose.
Probably. But yeah, Ray, you did say that it doesn't say whether he escaped prison or not. It doesn't.
I still just assume this, but that's just
no, I agree that he probably did escape prison. I'm just saying it's not confirmed.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not confirmed.
It's just Charlie's headcanon.
just like it's not confirmed that Samson and Max are together, but obviously they are.
But they obviously are, yes.
They are.
Yeah, so Scooby and Shaggy have like a fun little surprise for the performance later on. We're watching the circus. Samson is lifting the thing up, and hey look, who's in the dumbbell. It's
It's
Shaggy and
and
Scooby. It's
Which,
them.
like, I have attempted to lift something close to that weight before. I cannot do what he did. So he is pretty
he is
strong.
a strong man, so.
Okay, well, sometimes they, like, write numbers on the barbell. At least they do in cartoons, make it seem like it's a lot heavier than what it actually is.
But that's like a person and a dog.
Yeah.
A very big dog.
I do wonder, Shaggy's skinny, so they could probably be approximately the same weight, but
Yes.
But like
also
it wouldn't be
tall.
perfectly balanced, you know?
It wouldn't. It would definitely be heavier on the Shaggy side, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever get an outright confirmation of which characters weigh how much, but...
Okay. How tall is Shaggy?
Shaggy
Rogers'
is...
height. I feel like we tried to figure this out at one point. He's 6 feet tall.
He's 6 feet tall, okay.
Oh,
yep.
look at
He's
this.
6 feet
Google
tall?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Oh my
Google
God.
tells me how much he weighs too. I don't
Okay.
know. 125 pounds?
That could be the
That's-
same
yeah.
as Scooby.
That's about the same
it definitely
as
could
Scooby.
be. It could be.
He's like a noodle.
What? Okay, yeah, there's no outright confirmation of how much Scooby weighs. It says between 120 and 200 pounds. So I would venture to say he's probably 160 pounds, just to hit that right in the middle. So he's actually, if we're going off of what Charlie said, he's heavier than Shaggy is.
I mean, that's
that's
you
kind
assuming.
of what it looks like, you know? Like, Scooby's
Yeah.
pretty big.
Yeah, Great Danes are big dogs.
Yeah, but the fact that Shaggy is like small but also tall.
Yes, he's a stick man.
He is. All right, my dudes.
He's
It's terror time again. Let's talk about some trivia.
hell yeah.
Yeah, literally the first thing is about the Daphne riding a bicycle on the fandom wiki.
Yep.
Oh my god. Wait, there's a Big Top film of Scooby-Doo, and Daphne learned to ride a unicycle as a child according to that movie?
Okay.
What?
She can ride a unicycle but not a bicycle. That's what they're getting at
You
here.
know,
Really?
that's fair. That's fair.
Wild!
Though a unicycle is harder to ride.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We never see how Fred gets out of the trunk.
This is true. We do not know how Fred got out. We just saw him later, and it's fine.
Yep.
Hey, look, it's Mr. Barnstorm's name. Literally talking about it.
How about
It's a
that?
play on words.
Yep.
Means to tour rural districts putting up shows, especially theatrical, athletic, or acrobatic shows. So
that's
Yeah.
the definition they picked. The
That's
fandom.
what they
it
were
is.
doing.
Yeah, and it's one of the ones that I found. This is the first time members of Mystery Inc. have been hypnotized. It's just Scooby, Daphne, and Shaggy this time.
Ooh,
But
we'll see if it happens to others.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time the monster doesn't just kidnap Daphne, and it's also like the others.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
this
yeah.
This is the first time the monster actively tries to kill them instead of scaring them or chasing them off. Love that.
Yeah, the first time was our last episode, Backstage Rage, which was also a terrifying episode. It had puppets.
Yeah, very scary. Super scary, if you will.
Hey, because our guest on that episode was Josh from the podcast Super Scary.
The music heard during Scooby's stunt is from Wacky Races, which is another Hanna-Barbera cartoon. I think that's where Dick Dastardly comes from, if you all have seen Scoob, the 2023 animated movie.
Yes, it is. Yep, you're right. This is where he comes from. This is the first episode where Shaggy comes up with the plan and captures
Good
the
job,
villain.
Shaggy.
Good for him.
Score 1 for Shaggy Rogers. We did it.
Indeed. It was revealed that Scooby can speak and understand the language of elephants, as he was able to speak with one of them, squirt water, and wake up Daphne, who was hypnotized. He went over that.
I feel like this one is this trivia is kind of dubious, but it's like, Harry the Hypnotist looks like Pietro from the last episode. It's like, okay. I mean, they all kind of look like old white men.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
They're just balding white men.
There's only so many ways you can draw an older white man, you know?
That's true. They all look like turtles at the end of the day anyway.
Okay.
Let's see. In a trance, Shaggy called a lion Simba. Decades before Disney's The Lion King, which features a lion named Simba as the protagonist. This can be easily explained as Simba is the Swahili word for lion. Also, Kimba the White Lion was a popular Japanese show debuted in 1965, both of which we have been over.
I just love the way this is phrased on the wiki, though. Like, Kimba the White Lion has nothing to do with this, but they still feel the need to mention it.
Yep.
Well, because it's relevant to The Lion King, and also it sounds like Simba, but it's Kimba.
Nope, not The Lion King Simba, different Simba.
I do love that Kimba came out before Scooby-Doo. So, like, if for some reason somebody really wanted to be like, oh, Scooby-Doo stole the name. No, it's Swahili for lion, dipshit.
Yeah. I mean, I played a Loxodon monk in a past D&D campaign. I think you were part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, you were there, Charlie.
It was where
that was named Hati, which is the Urdu word for elephant. So, same thing.
Yeah, I loved your character. He was a gentle giant.
Yes,
cool.
He was scared of everything, and we loved him. Anyway.
Evil clowns is a trope up here in media. Thank you, Scooby-Doo Wiki.
Thank you, Fandom Wiki.
Yeah, there's the short story by Edgar Allan Poe, there's the Joker, and then there's it! Hey look, it's there.
Charlie's tragic backstory rears its ugly head once again.
Curse you! Tim Curry!
That's a great soundbite.
For the next trailer.
Curse you, Tim Curry!
Is he even in Scooby-Doo?
I have no idea, I'm gonna look it up.
Just look it up on the Fandom Wiki. If he's in Scooby-Doo, it would appear.
Okay, he
has
has been in Scooby-Doo.
That's right, wait, Witch's Ghost!
And The Goblin King.
Yeah! Right! Oh, two good movies. I feel like Goblin King is not appreciated as much as it should be.
It is not, but The Witch's Ghost definitely gets the appreciation and love it deserves because of our lords and saviors, the Hex Girls.
Our ladies and saviors.
Our ladies and saviors, sorry.
How dare you misgender them?
I meant that in the gender neutral way.
So we have One Trap, the circus carriage, Scooby Stacks are mentioned, but the bribe does not actually take place.
I mean, a bribe takes place.
Yeah, the sandwich is not a Scooby snack, but it is a bribe.
Yeah. I just love this whole count thing that they have going on here. It's great. Daphne does in fact get kidnapped, but it's hypnotized, and then Ruh-roh is said twice.
No zoinks or jeepers, though.
And no one dons on a disguise. Except the clown.
Well.
This was adapted into comics, and the difference is that Velma saved the day.
What? They took that away from Shaggy?
Of course they did.
Yeah, they gotta make the smart one do the work.
So rude. Oh, they do in fact have a reference to the ghost clown in the Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed.
I thought they did.
I didn't remember if they did. Because it's not one of the ones that's really seen. It's probably in the background or just mentioned.
Yeah.
Elements of this were borrowed for a video game, Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who.
Okay, cool.
There's in fact a ghost clown, and there's Samson again, I guess.
Good for him.
And the ghost clown makes a cameo in the live-action movie Scooby-Doo Curse of the Lake Monster during the montage.
Is that where Hayley Kiyoko is Velma?
Yes, it is!
Okay.
Our other lady and savior.
Hell yeah.
Forgive me, I have not seen it.
It's fine. That one is a very straight movie, not gonna lie, which is really sad for
It's Hayley Kiyoko. I find that very hard to believe.
That's why it's sad. And then I guess this episode was adapted another time for a book. So
popular episode looks like.
I mean, it's the wacky clown episode. Why wouldn't it be referenced? He's got an iconic look.
He does.
As a villain. Okay, you know what? I didn't see this referenced on here, actually.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but it's Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy. I remember they reused a bunch of the villain appearances in a montage in the movie, and I'm definitely sure the ghost clown was in there at one point. Maybe it was a different clown, but I thought it was, in fact, the same ghost clown from this episode.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look up that movie later.
Okay, let's see.
No, yeah, it is! It's literally
You should make an edit to the Scooby-Doo wiki.
I'm gonna have to make an edit.
Go for it.
Maybe I'll share the Google search that I did.
That is so many letters. That's such a long link.
Oh,
Google
boy,
is tracking
Charlie.
you.
Okay, he just looks a little different. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like I think the colors are slightly different, but otherwise it's the same exact guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went on a mystery cruise. It was a whole thing.
Wait,
I love that
is this
movie.
the one where they go to the Bermuda Triangle, or is that something
Yes, it
else?
is. Yes, it is.
I've seen this. I have seen this.
Cool. Another media that Ethan has seen. I'm proud of you.
Okay, yeah, Ray, our whole thing is that Charlie has seen a lot more Scooby-Doo than I have.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm with you on the less Scooby-Doo than Charlie, but I think that's most people.
That's true.
I feel like other Scooby-Doo people may have watched more than me, though.
Except for one Mr.
There's
Scott
always
Nicewander, who we do want to have on the podcast at some point.
Yeah. He's pretty cool Scooby-Doo YouTuber.
He is indeed.
Okay.
So let's jump into some of our other little segments here. Whose side are we on for this?
Well, I'm not on the side of this possibly escaped convict clown who literally tries to murder children.
Yeah, no, I didn't like him.
I don't like
he did
him.
bad things.
Very bad things.
Like, theoretically, like, maybe he stole because he was being underpaid, but, like, that doesn't excuse what he did.
It doesn't excuse him murdering children, no.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah, never excuse the evil clown.
And was this a good mystery?
What culprits did we have? Like,
I don't think it was a mystery. Like,
I am tempted to say no, because we had no idea that Harry the Hypnotist was at large, for one.
Nope.
We didn't know what his motivation was for doing this. So there's no way we could have put anything on him in the first place.
Our potential suspects are the people who told us about this thing, like the small man, the large man, and the ringleader. Like,
and it wasn't any one of them. And also, like, it's not even like a question of like, how did he pull this off? Because he just used magic. Like,
and makeup.
He literally used magic.
Yeah. Like, it's very straightforward. He did hypnotize them. There's no, like, how did this happen, you know?
Right.
It's one of those episodes that, kind of like the last one, where it's like, it goes on the creepy factor instead of the actual, like, mystery-solving factor, you know? Yeah. It's just like, this is just an episode that freaks you out a little bit. Because, like, what the hell is going on?
I mean, this is a children's horror show, after all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only horror media that I can consume is Scooby-Doo.
I have seen some other horror media out there. Like, I've seen, like, the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis, or, like, the Insidious movies, and I've seen the new It movies with Bill Skarsgård, but not the one with Tim Curry.
I watched Hereditary last Halloween. That was like a single horror movie that I've seen, maybe.
There you go. I consume Scooby-Doo.
Love that.
That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ray, if you would like people to find you online, where can they do so?
I am Snake Fashion on Tumblr.com, and that's about it.
Yay! Okay. Do the snakes have fashion?
They do.
This reminds me of your familiar in our D&D campaign. Your son, String Bean.
I do in fact have a snake who has fashion because he wears a little scarf.
Was this inspired in any way by my Tumblr URL?
I mean, getting him the scarf was, yes.
Thank God.
I did not know that, but...
I, of course, had to make him wear a cute little outfit.
Yeah.
Why would I not put my little snake in a little outfit?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, why not?
Well, little snakes aside, y'all, we gotta go split up and look for clues for our next mystery. Bye.
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 You can follow this podcast's socials at Mysteries in the Machine Pod on Instagram. You can send a message to our email, mysteriesinthemachinepod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Ethan, on Instagram and Threads at ethan.t.hewlin. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram.
There's an evil clown, you know.
Exactly. I think this is where my fear of clowns began, but we'll get into that later.
Ooh, we can talk about our fears of clowns in this episode? I'll tell you guys my backstory.
Oh, Charlie's tragic backstory. I can't wait.